but it was like he gave his all to the sport. And I don't know if it's true or not, but you say he lost his mind or anything like that.
CT.
Just like
CTSPN.
it's always about like what can we do next, and never like are you okay or how you doing as a person, you know? So I feel as though like it's good to be in the sport, but sometimes we gotta learn ourselves. We've been giving our all to the sport so much, we didn't even take time to actually study and learn ourselves. You know what I mean? Even if it's not the sport, we dishing our heart out to other people. You know what I mean? So I just need time for myself and learn me as a person and grow. And then hopefully, 6 months, a year from now, anything like that, I would come back to the sport and, fight these guys. But
Okay, I like what he said right there
Yeah.
because like when you have a profession, you be so like just into that profession.
Yeah.
But you also have to realize like you have a life outside of that profession. And if you end up losing yourself within that profession, it's like when that profession is gone and you get old, you don't have nothing. So it's important to take care of yourself like while you're still young, while you still have years to live, so that you can grow up and live the life that you truly want to live.
Yeah, I understand it because like I'm pretty sure he been boxing since
Right,
he was
yes.
about 4 years old, and now
Yes.
he 30 years old. And it comes a time and a place where, like the old saying, like I play basketball, the saying goes like the ball don't roll no more. You have to figure out
Right.
something else you want to do. So I'm pretty sure he still loved the sport, but he probably don't like everything that comes with it, like the media, the attention,
Yeah.
and all of that, the criticism. And it's like sometimes you gotta take a break, like because you do fight every year, every time you get in. Once you done with this fight, like he got a fight coming up Saturday. I'm pretty sure once he win, it's gonna be like, all right, who next? What's next?
Right.
What's next? It's always like you gotta move into the future instead of like, damn, I cannot take a break and regroup my mind.
Right. And so like I guess a lot of times we always worry about like what's next, but we
Yeah.
never focus on the now. And I feel like the now will get us to the next. So if we don't, like I said, take care of ourselves now, then it's like it might not be no next. Like you might just lash out or something one
Yeah.
day.
But this another thing like where he was saying in another interview, like he said he wanted to go to therapy because like you said, like as a fighter, you're built to be tough and built to be gritty and grindy.
Right.
And it's like he have like I think he had two daughters, and it's like how can you raise your daughter when your lifestyle is like you got to be angry and fierce all the time? You got to be this alpha male.
Yeah.
And it's like when you have a daughter, you got to be soft and you got to learn to turn the switch off. So I respect him from trying to get therapy because
Right.
like you can get in a lot of legal trouble, like legal
Yes.
problems. Like if you have this switch and you don't know how to turn it off, like you can put your hands on somebody. Like you got to learn when to control yourself so you don't let that beast get out.
Yeah, that's true. And I just feel like us as viewers, just the people that's watching, people that are professionals, sometimes we expect too much out of people, and they have to take the time to themselves. So people have to learn not to be selfish and wonder like, say if he take a year off from boxing, I think he say like he may take 6 months. They'll be like, he may be washed up, or they'll just like what they need to learn. People need to learn how to support people in that time where they're trying to get their life together, because he can come back bigger, better, and stronger.
Yeah. And definitely boxing is a dangerous game. Like you see what happened to Muhammad Ali, like all them hits to the face, like why not retire early? But a lot of people took it the wrong way, like he retiring because he trying to avoid certain fighters. But bro, you have to think like you've been fighting all your life. You've been facing bigger
Yeah.
guys, smaller guys, fast guys, slow guys. It's like, bro, what you gonna be afraid of?
Yeah.
So it's deeper than like trying to avoid a fighter. It's just basically he trying to help out his mental health because he been doing this for a long time.
Right.
And it's very stressful trying to please everybody. And definitely if you at the top, like you got to hold yourself to a certain standard that nobody else can.
Right.
Everybody expect you to be this perfect fighter, don't never lose. And you got to realize it's hard to maintain that type of lifestyle, that type of awardsmanship basically.
And then it's like if he don't live up to the expectation, people have something to say. So
Yeah,
it's
he
like
washed, or he not as good as he say he is.
yes.
So
So I
yeah,
guess that's why you just gotta take care of yourself and do what's best for you because when you think about it in life, you're gonna always have critics. So you're gonna always
yeah,
have people that's gonna have something to say, no matter if it's good, bad,
yeah,
negative, positive. Like they're gonna always like just place judgment on your life. So
yeah.
I feel like whatever decision you make, it just should be the right decision for you. And you shouldn't let nobody talk you out of something that you feel that can help you as a person.
Yeah, I feel this right because last thing you want, like, yeah, bossing, you trying to impress fans, but if you're not happy within yourself, how can you put out the best product?
Right.
Because you focusing so much on trying to get people on your side and making sure that you at the top of your game, but all in all, what does Gervonta Davis want out of life? What do he want to do next?
Right.
Like outside of boxing, like it's so much more to life than just fighting. Because after the gloves get put down, it's like I done spent my whole life doing this. Like I don't know anything else outside of what I used to do. So
Yeah.
it's like he 30 years old. It's like you got until it said like he lived to 100, bro. You got like 70 years for you to learn to do something else, and you just can't just focus on one thing. Like
Right.
it's time to change. Like you can always come back to boxing, but like he said, he just trying to take a break. But people are trying to say like he running away from the sport, like he
Right.
don't love it, or he ducking these type of fighters when he just taking a break for a minute to make sure his mental straight. And I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and also like I mean, people just have to realize like, would you want to fight your whole life? Like every time you wake up, you fighting a battle that's it's like you never
Yeah.
it's never ending
Yep.
because it's like after you fight one fighter, you got to fight another fighter, and then after you fight that fighter, like they expecting you to fight the best of the best. So it's like people have to realize like would y'all like to just fight your whole life and not take care of yourself and not I guess uh I don't know. It's just crazy like how a lot of people just
Yeah.
expect fighters to or not just fighters, even like LeBron, like he getting older
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But people
Think he supposed to
think
play
he's supposed to play
forever.
forever. Like
Yeah.
people get old and people kind of get tired too. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I guess as you get older and more seasoned, you just got to listen to your body and listen to what you feel is right for you.
How would you take this? Like, okay, say like Tank, he in his prime right now, like he at the top of his game, he making the most amount of money. Do you think right now it's the right time to retire with so much left on the table?
I mean, like when you think about it, like what more do he have to prove? He fought the best of the best,
But what if people say you got to fight this guy? You ducking if you don't fight this guy. You leaving this money on the table. And
and when he fight those guys, it's gonna be somebody else that they gonna say
yep,
that
you
he gonna
show
fight.
right.
So, like I said, you can't fight every battle that come your way. Sometimes, like some things just gonna have to be left undid. Like
Yeah,
some
you can't
things
do
you
everything
can't do
basically.
everything. So it's like if he's taking the time out to, I guess, get himself together and he never returned to boxing, then it's like people just got to live with that because it's like at the end of the day, like I feel like people had the opportunity and they didn't take it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's like nothing he can do. You can't sit around and wait. You can't sit around and wait for people all your life and wait for them to get ready. So yeah, that's how I
So
feel.
okay, check this out. So like he's very accomplished, but he still left some things on the table. Do that take a hit to his greatness or what he achieved, even though it's so much more he can do?
Um, I feel like he'll probably be leaving things on the table because like a lot of people and a lot of his fans would want to see him in like some good matchups. But um I feel like
Like I want
you
to ask you, like, do the accolades matter? Like if you achieve to a place where you're comfortable, do the rest of the accolades matter as far as like say like LeBron status? Does
right.
that matter when you already achieve like a Ja Morant or Luka Doncic status, trying to put in basketball terms?
Um I don't know. That's a good question. What you feel about that?
I feel like Really,
That's a
it's
good
up
question.
to it's up to the fighter, the person. Like it's all up to what you want out of the game.
Right.
Because yeah, people gonna talk. It don't matter if you reach LeBron status.
Right.
They still gonna have something to say. You want better than Jordan?
Right.
Or
It's gonna
it
always be
just
a never
never
ending cycle.
ending.
Right.
So like I don't feel like he's scared to fight nobody. Like he been fighting all his life. But I do understand that, yeah, you leaving stuff on the table, but you have to realize, like, bro, I accomplished everything. I've been fighting since I was 4.
Right.
Like, I get the money that I want. I get the fame that I want. Now it's time for me to lay low. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm leaving these guys off the table, but it's always gonna be another guy. It's always gonna be
Yes.
another guy. So maybe the accolades don't matter because when you dead and gone or retired, people not gonna
Yeah.
do nothing but use your name and try to compare you with somebody else. And later down the line, they probably not even gonna even talk about you at all.
Yeah. I feel like what you've done in your career, that should be like what people are left with. It shouldn't be left with like the unknown or the unseen things. As far as like people that you didn't get to battle, people that people that was trying to put him against other people. I don't feel like your legacy should be remembered as that. I feel like everything that you have done while you was doing your profession, I feel like that should be like the final
But
say.
what about the people that say, "What if he could have been like this?
Yeah.
He could have been so better and bigger." But I guess
Yeah, like but just think about it in life, like it's just gonna always be people like that. So you can't please people. People are always gonna say you haven't done enough, you haven't done this and that. But it's like at the end of the day, you just have to look at what you have done and what you have accomplished and just be proud of that. So that's how I feel about this situation.
yeah, I feel so. The accolades, depending on does it matter to the person? That what makes it matter. It don't matter to the people because they're
Right.
not the ones fighting. They just the ones commentating. Because you can have all these accolades, and at the end of the day, they still trying to compare you to
Right.
another person. It's gonna always be another GOAT. Records are always meant to be broken. Just it might not be your time to break them. Maybe you're not trying to achieve to that
Right.
point where you're trying to break the record. So I completely feel where he coming from, like far as the mental health aspect.
Right.
Because sometimes when I was playing basketball my whole life, and it comes a time like when life hit, bro, I gotta focus up. Like I can't be out here playing basketball no more. I'm not doing nothing with it. So it's like I done did what I wanted to do with it, and this what I'm getting out of it. It's like it's time for me to move on, like to something else, and like something else that I may discover that I love to do. So I feel them.
I had a question. Um it's like, say if he takes 6 months off and then like he's so in tune with himself and he end up like not returning to boxing, um would like he be wrong for that? As
No.
far as like if he just be like, nah, I don't want to go back to that lifestyle, like I just want to completely leave it alone.
No, because who knows what boxing does to his mental. Like
Right.
boxing is a lot of physicality and mental aspects of it. Like have mental back like crazy mental aspects of it. Like I'm pretty sure like you have to be angry. Like it probably make him angry
Right. You got to
hitting the
be in like
mitts
a
and
certain mode.
yeah, you have to be in a certain mode like to yourself, and you got to be disciplined. Like it's like your mind just a one track mind, and it's like when do you turn that switch off?
Right.
Like, cause in the real world, that don't apply. Like, you don't have to be angry and ready to fight and ready to snap all the time, cause it's not applied in the real world unless a situation occurs. But it's like you have to learn to control this. So,
Yeah, that's true. But all in all, I feel like if he do take the time to get to know himself better and just to tune in with himself, I feel like that'll be better for him. Cause like I heard him say before, he got kids, so it's like you would want to give that good energy and I guess just positive things to your kids so that you can raise them in a good mindset. So it's like if you're not good, it's like how can you set your kids up to be great?
yeah, that's true. Because, like, if you giving your life to something, yeah, you love it, but it's like this comes first though. Like
Right.
your kids, your the rest of your life. It's like this what the world don't get to see. Like they
Yes.
don't get to see Gervonta Davis outside of boxing, like what
Right.
he have to go through on a day-to-day basis.
That
They just see him 15 minutes on the screen
Yeah.
talking or 15 minutes finna fight. So it's like you have to realize, man, famous people are human too.
Yeah.
They not robots.
Yes. And I feel like I said earlier, I just feel like a lot of people put expectations on people, and I guess you just gotta know when enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know, being a boxer or
Yeah.
being like any profession. Even if you work a job, sometimes you may get tired. Like you might love doing it, but sometimes you might get tired of doing it, and you just gotta learn like how to walk away. You don't have to be a professional basketball player or a professional boxer. It can be like anybody in life.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you always putting your all in all into this. And if it's making you turn into somebody that you're not, you just gotta learn how to walk away and take care of yourself first. Because it's been plenty times where like I worked jobs and I was like, man, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like I can't let this be my life, because if you like kind of let things affect you, you'll turn into the things that are affecting you, and then you'll look in the mirror and not even know who you are. So before that even happen, you just gotta learn how to walk away and take care of yourself first.
Then the higher you go, the more stressful it becomes.
Yes.
Like everybody want to be in a higher position, but you have to realize not
What
everybody
all it come with.
Yeah, not everybody built to be in a position. Like we don't know he he the top of his game right now. Like he the face of boxing. Nobody don't know what it's like to have this spotlight and that pressure put on you every night to perform to 100%.
And I bet like when he was younger, you know, before he became like his biggest, before Gervonta Tank Days became as big as he is now, I bet when he was younger, he was probably like excited to get to this point.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you
Once
get
reach
there,
it, what else?
It's like when you get there and having to deal with all that it comes with, you don't think about that when you're younger. You just think about
just
like
just
trying
fighting.
to get to the top and trying to be the best that you can be. But also when you're trying to be the best you can be, you gotta learn how to, you know, be the best you can be for the world, for other people, for the critics, for like the spotlights. Like it's like you gotta perform at the highest level at all times. And I guess people just don't realize that you're human.
Yeah.
So you have to take that time to yourself to realize that as well.
And I also feel like once you at that top, I feel like once you get to a point where you happy and satisfied, it's like nothing extra can come and make you want to go harder. It's like I'm already going hard. I already got the money. I already got the fame. I already got the power. I already got the notoriety. It's like, what more like can I get?
So do you feel like success and happiness can become numb when you get to a certain level?
Yeah, I feel like it's a peak because it's like it's always another level you can go. But it's like, what level can you stop at to be like, okay, I don't need no more?
Right.
Because I know it's a point where you don't need to become more rich than you is, because it's like I'm already satisfied. I already got generational wealth, my kids straight. It's like, what more I need to do, putting my body into this physical whatever I'm doing just to get more money that I already have. It's like it kind of comes numb. Like you
So
just doing something just to be doing. That's what it feel like.
That goes back to the point that I was making as far as like the people that he haven't fought. It becomes numb. It's like you just don't even care because you have done so much. So if a person want to judge me off something that I haven't done, then go ahead.
Yeah.
If I haven't fought Shakur, if I haven't fought
Keyshawn,
if I haven't fought anybody, Ryan Garcia again, like those things don't determine who I am, the things that I haven't done.
And I feel like, my bad to cut you out, I feel like they calling him out because they still hungry to get to his spot. He already been there and done it. He older than them anyway. I think he older than them by like 5-6 years.
Dang.
He already been in the spot. Like they been looking up to him. So they want to get to his spot. So of course they gonna view it as he running from me, but you don't understand like
the mental
aspect of what he been doing his whole life. Y'all trying to get to his spot. So of course y'all gonna feel like y'all hungry because he was just like y'all hungry.
I sure was gonna say just 5 years ago he was hungry.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I guess the roles reverse and it's their turn to, I guess, turn it up a notch.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people want to see this man lose though, because I don't know. I just feel like people hate on him. Like,
just think about it in life. Like, people always want to see you lose in life, so it's no surprise when it comes to like anything. Like I said, you don't have to be a professional. You just be a regular degular walking down the street, and a person like a wish left on your life.
Yeah.
So it's like that comes to no surprise when people when you the best that you can be, and people know that you the best, like they be praying on your downfall because they want something that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's crazy.